What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about how you can lose weight with a busy work schedule so that time can never be an excuse for you anymore and you can get the body and the health of your dreams. All right, guys, as we dive into how you can lose weight with the world's busiest schedule, I'm going to walk you through a three-step process that has been a game changer for me, as well as the thousands of entrepreneur and executive clients that we've helped that have been extremely busy, that travel a ton, that have no margin in their schedule, that have families, that have every single excuse you could have when it comes to time and schedule, yet they have still been able to get incredible results. And I'm about to give you the secret on how you can do it yourself. All right, let's break down the three-step process that we give to our clients and the secret that I'm gonna give to you as well. Number one is testing. This is the biggest piece of advice that I could give to anyone when it comes to getting better results in their health. Whether it is weight loss, or it could be muscle gain, it could be more energy, could be mental clarity, could be longevity, whatever your goal is, the first thing you should do before anything else is get testing done. Seriously, like before you start a workout program, before you start a nutrition program, not that there's not value with just getting consistent with something, but until you get testing done, you're gonna be guessing. Without testing, you're guessing. That's the country, the Oklahoma boy in me. Without testing, seriously, you're guessing though. Great data leads to great decisions. And if you don't have data to make these choices from, you're gonna just be guessing. And this is not a knock on other healthcare professionals, but from someone who used to do this without testing, I understand the value now. If your trainer or your doctor or your nutritionist or whoever it is that is walking you through this health journey is not doing testing for you, I'm sorry, but they're guessing. They don't really know what you need. Now, the good ones can guess really well. They can build a Lego set without the instructions and still get a good picture. However, it's so much easier to get good results whenever you have data. And so just like if you're trying to build a Lego set and you have an instruction manual to follow, it's a lot easier, right? You have a step-by-step process to go through. It helps you skip all the frustrations. It makes time go by way faster because you accelerate that process. Testing is like the cheat code to get you better results because you skip all the guessing, you know exactly what you need. So that's number one, is get testing done. Here's some things that you should test for if you're wanting to lose weight with a busy work schedule. Number one is your nutrient deficiencies. You need to figure out what your body's deficient in. Are you deficient in vitamin D? Are you deficient in vitamin B, iron? Are you deficient in something that is allowing your body to not function properly? Number two, your hormones. Your hormones are so important. I've actually done a full training on hormones, on how specifically the cortisol hormone affects your body's ability to lose weight. If you'd like to watch that video, go click the link in the description so you can have a full understanding of how the cortisol hormone affects your body's ability to lose fat. But hormones are so important. And if you don't know where your hormone levels are, you could be fighting an uphill battle because, like cortisol, all the other hormones directly pull on your metabolism and your body's ability to process food and burn calories. That's another big one. Third, gut health. Understanding how your body processes carbs and sugars, how your body processes certain foods and nutrients is so important for you to get the weight loss and the health that you want. I've also done a full video on that. So if you click the link in the description, you can watch a full training on how gut health really affects weight loss. That's another big piece you should be looking at. Metabolic health is the last thing. The other things we've talked about kind of intercorrelate with those things and indirectly affect your metabolism, but you also need to see is your metabolism working properly? Are you burning calories at the rate that you should? All of this data of your hormones, your gut health, your nutrients, your metabolic health, and a ton of other things is really the power of what testing can find for you. And when you get that information, you know exactly what your body needs. So regardless of how busy you are, regardless of how busy your work schedule is, you can still lose weight. Why? Because you have the cheat codes. The good news about that too is you can get what doctors call minimum effective dosage. Basically, I do the least amount of work for the most amount of results, and it really accelerates that process. Number two, once you get the testing done, once you have data so you understand what your body needs and you can rapidly accelerate this process so that you can save time since you're super busy and you can lose weight no matter how crazy your schedule is, the second thing you need to do is get a protocol put into place. What I mean by that is you need someone, a professional, a coach, a nutritionist, a doctor. Our team happens to have all three of those for different perspectives, but you need a medical professional to be able to take that data and walk you through a customized game plan so you know exactly what to do. You need to know exactly what you should be eating, exactly how you should be moving your body, workouts, walking, whatever that is. You need to know what supplements you need to fix some of those deficiencies. You need to know what habits you need to implement, maybe what sleep routines. You can get really in depth with an action plan if you have that data, because you're not guessing, you know exactly what your body needs. And so my biggest recommendation after the testing is get some help. Don't do this alone. You need accountability, but just as much you need someone to tell you what to do. And you might be listening to this and you're like, oh, I know what to do. I know how to work out. I played sports, or I'm a Division I college athlete. I've coached thousands of people, and our team still tells me on a daily basis things that I did not understand. Like, hey, Cole, because your cortisol is high, we need you to actually move less this week, and you need to eat more, and you're gonna lose weight. And I'm like, hey, I think you said that backwards. You need me to eat less and move more, right? They're like, no, we need you to eat more food and work out less, and you'll lose weight. And I'm like, huh? What am I saying here? I'm saying there's people out there that are much smarter than me, even though I've helped thousands of people. When you start to get the data and the science, and you have a real doctor and nutritionist guiding you through this process, even though you might be really smart fitness-wise, like I am, and I have tons of certifications and tons of education, having a real professional that can guide you through this really accelerates this process. Again, you say you're a busy person that wants to accelerate your results with less time. Don't do this yourself. Again, not only does it provide accountability for you to stick to what you said you were gonna do, it provides some cheat codes to people that know a lot more than you, but also it's not gonna make you have to think about this. You don't have to think about what I should be eating today. You don't have to think about how I should be fueling your body. I don't have to think about what my workouts look like. Get someone to build a protocol for you so you know exactly what to do. On that note, I'd actually love to know if you've ever worked with a doctor, if you worked with a nutritionist or a trainer, what kind of help have you got? Because if I get some of that information, I can actually create some of my content and how to better be able to support you. And number 3, once you've gotten the testing done and you have the data that you need to really select what issues you have going on in your body as well as what things to focus on, then 2, you have a professional build a protocol for you, testing and protocol that you can actually follow on a daily basis of what to eat, what supplements to take, how to move your body, and etc. The 3rd piece is if you are truly busy, a hack that I love to get to people and what we do for our clients is what I like to call Autopilot, is taking that protocol or that game plan that you have been built for yourself or a professional's built for you, and you're gonna find ways to streamline that and put it on autopilot, which what I mean by that is I need to remove as much thinking as possible and remove as much workload as possible. So it's super easy and I just run the play. What we do for our clients, and here's some things that you can implement as well, is we handle their food for them. What we do is either send them groceries on a weekly basis, or we send them prepackaged meal prep that shows up consistently. Their supplements show up for them consistently as well. If we were doing that for you, you wouldn't have to think about it. It just kind of shows up at your door and you eat it. But if you're doing this yourself, some really cool tips and tricks is put your supplements on monthly reorder, that your protein shakes and your vitamins show up at the same time every month, and you just take them and it's part of your process. And what I'll actually do is in the free ebook that I'm gonna give away at the end of this video, I'll actually include a link to some meal prep companies that you can try out to make that really easy for you to do yourself. But the overarching piece is you need to find strategies that will make this really consistent for you. So meals and food is really the biggest piece to focus on, of having those things show up consistently so you don't have to think about it. But another one is your workouts as well. If you can find a way to systematize your workouts, specifically when it comes to scheduling, it will make life a lot easier. The best way, in my opinion, to do that is to pre-schedule your workouts as if they're a meeting, a non-negotiable meeting with yourself that is a priority that I can't move for anything. And if you will do that and you'll say, hey, Mondays at 6:30 a.m., I am at the gym and that's a meeting that's really important to me and I'll prioritize that, you're so much more likely to be consistent. Why? Because you've pre-decided it. You've put it on a system that you have to now just follow, instead of you deciding when you wake up in the morning on Monday, is like, should I go work out? No, it's already in my calendar and I'm already doing it. You're removing some resistance so that process can be a lot easier. That's one of many hacks that I could help implement, but the 2 biggest ones are schedule your workouts ahead of time and find a way for your meals to come consistently. So if you're very, very, very busy and you still want to lose weight, 3 things you need to do is get data done. So you're not guessing, you're not wasting time, you know exactly what you need based off of testing. Number 2 is have someone do it for you and tell you what protocol you need to be following, what you eat, how you move, what supplements you take, how you sleep. Let someone tell you what to do so you don't have to think about it, and it's super simple for you to follow step by step. And number 3, put it on autopilot. Find ways to simplify that process and have it done for you, or if you're doing it yourself, make sure it's systemized and recurring so that you do a little bit of work on the front end and then it's done for you for a long period of time. If you're like, Cole, okay, cool. I understand that I need to implement this stuff. What's my best place to start? How do I get testing done? How do I have someone set this stuff up for me? I'd love to just give you a free resource that walks you through that process with a bunch of links. Links to meal plans, links to workouts, links to meal prep companies, links to testing. If you'll click the description below, there's a link that says ebook in it that will actually walk you through that whole process. It's a free ebook that I'd love to give to you so that you can get set up with your plan, your protocol to get the best results no matter how crazy your schedule is. Hope it's valuable. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.